May I ask two questions related to oath expiation? It's a follow-up on
Bismillah.
my previous.
Yes.
Okay. In a situation where someone estimates they may have broken maybe 20 or maybe 30 oaths throughout their lifetime after repentance, which have not been expiated. They realize they don't have the financial 200 or 300 people, 10 per oath, or even close 200 people, or even free 20 slaves. As a result, to fast 60 days. So that's basically 20 times 3 in the case of 20 oaths. So this is a lot of fast to keep, right? Which would be a hardship for the individual. So I'm guessing, my question is, what can someone do in this case? That's the first question. And second question is, would it be possible for someone to maybe document this in a notepad and slowly expiate little by little this big amount of oaths, kafara? Jazakallah.
Jazana wa iyyakum Jakar. In fact, one should record that in his notepad, on his phone, on his diary, that I owe so much fasting. It should be part of the wasiyah. Or I owe so much kafara, ransom and expiation. Because it's a debt. If I fail to fulfill it in my life, then my heirs will be required to fulfill it and settle that on my behalf. When Allah spoke about the expiation for one's oath, and He said, فَإِطْعَامُ عَشَرَةِ مَسَاكِينَ مِنْ أَوْسَطِ مَا تُطْعِمُونَ أَهْلِيكُمْ أَوْ كِسْوَتُهُمْ أَوْ تَحْرِيرُ رَقَبَةٍ. So the feeding or the clothing, then He provided the alternative in case that فَمَنْ لَمْ يَجِدْ فَصِيَامُ ثَلَاثَةِ أَيَّامٍ. Sharia is very easy. Islam provides ease and solutions to every problem. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ. It only gets harder on the person when he neglects his or her duties to Allah until they accumulate. So when one owes 20 expiations for various oaths and he repented, he still owes that much. When somebody used not to fast or make up the missed days of Ramadan, and now after 10 years she says, Sheikh, every year due to the menses I skip 7 days, 8 days, and now there are 70 days, every 80 days, what am I supposed to do? No one will say, just drop it and start from the scratch. This is something you owe to the Almighty. So what do you need to do? Write down, this is how much I owe, and Bismillah, I was able to feed 10 poor people today, 10 meals. Write them off. And then another 10, another 20, gradually. Well, I'm broke, I cannot afford it anymore. Fasting, 3 days per each oath. And that's why the Almighty Allah said by the end, وَاحْفَظُوا أَيْمَانَكُمْ. Guard your oath. Train yourself not to take an oath unless if it is necessary and unless you are aware and certain that you're going to fulfill it. It is not a joke. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you, Jakar, from the UK and enable you to settle what you owe of expiations for previous oaths.